Live, guys. Hopefully this sounds good. Gonna zoom you out. Boy, that is pretty closely zoomed in. Let me see if I can pull that back just a little bit. If you can hear. Okay, sounds like we are live and you guys can hear me. Sorry, I'm always sorry. I apologize for the initial setup. Doing lives are very difficult. I don't know if I want to do them more like a rambling on style or not, or have maybe more of a pre-planned idea in mind before I come on the air. I'm not too sure. I don't know what you guys like. So I'm just experimenting with the different things that YouTube allows me to do. So yeah, please have patience with me. We are adjusting these lights. All righty then. So I can kind of see myself. So let me see here. Hello, hello. I'm right in the middle. That seems good. Is my head chopped off a little bit? Just a little. Let me raise that up just a little bit. I love you guys. I really do. Thank you so much. Thank you for your incredible patience with me here. Okay, so we cannot talk about stuff on the right side of the screen, so I must apologize right off the bat. That's why the cover is there. But today, what we're going to be talking about is two items that one of my subscribers sent me. Whenever one of my subscribers send me something, it is pretty awesome, and this is no exception. So I'm going to show you how these things operate, what they are, and what they were used for. All right, and this is just a shout out. The individual even wrote me this incredible letter in cursive. And it says, first, congratulations on your retirement from the U.S. Navy. Quite an accomplishment. I'm sure your family is so proud of you. Happy you're home. I've enclosed some gifts for you. I wrote earlier and said I'd send you 2 railroad locks. Well, that didn't work out. So I couldn't find the key for one of them, but the second lock I did. So this is the railroad lock that was sent to me. This is cool. I'll show you how this operates and why it's designed the way it is. Both the lock and the light are original issue from the railroad company. So this is a 1960-70 railroad car inspection lantern. Quite a spectacle, to say the least. It's got a little switch right here. We will illuminate that any moment. So it wraps up saying, thank you for serving. That's pretty much it. I have to go because my hands hurt from writing. Mine do now also. Just want to wish you and your family a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Bless you, Al Roman. Thank you, Roman. And this was just an unexpected gift. Thank you. All right, so what we have here, and I will pull the camera in a little bit so you can see this, and I am going to be doing a YouTube short on this, but what we're looking at here is a lantern. It's, if you get, I'm going to flip it on so you guys can see here. That's it. That's what we got. So I'm going to shine that right at the camera. That's about it. We can shine it at myself. And I remember when I was quite younger, this is what flashlights look like. They weren't really bright. To give you some comparison, this is a standard little headlamp nowadays. And we're looking at a lot brighter. And this has a battery life of quite a few hours. This takes quite a large battery that goes in this back portion. My YouTube short will show that. And it has some really cool writing that, again, my YouTube short will zoom in on. It's got this really incredible switch. Look at this, and we can hear it. I'll put my mic close to it. Tactile is not the word for that. That is just next level. It really is. And it's quite impressive. And it's got some good heft to it, and you can position it differently. You put it in all the way down position to protect it, like so. Wow, how fantastic. And you would kind of carry it around like this. I'm an inspection guy. Why am I dressed like this? Well, before I do my YouTube shorts, I work out. That's why I'm kind of thirsty and I'm drinking coffee because I don't eat breakfast. I find that it's a lot easier to function when I have an empty stomach. It just keeps the blood flowing and I get my YouTube videos done. I really don't eat until noon. So from 3 o'clock in the morning until noon, I'm exercising, working out, doing my other business, and then throwing in some YouTube videos in between. When it comes to my workouts, a few of you guys asked, and what it is, I just do like one thing a day. So I'll do 100 push-ups today. Maybe I'll do kind of like the crunches when I get up, when I do it. Maybe I'll throw in some Navy SEAL type, but that's it. And then yesterday I did pull-ups. I did, I think, 10, 30 pull-ups, and then I hung on the bar for quite a while. A little bit out of shape this year because I just haven't felt really great. Getting back into it, but that's my regiment. But I've been doing that my whole life, so I just kind of pick one thing and I kind of just do it every day. It's just consistency. So being 50, I think that's a pretty good accomplishment. Gives me energy so I can do videos for you guys. All right, so to continue on this journey, this is a hardwood handle, really awesome, and it looks like I don't know if it's aluminum. Let me see. It is aluminum. Yeah, it's an aluminum handle. And wow, this is so fantastic. And it's just pretty cool. Thank you so much. The next thing that was sent to me was a railroad lock. Now, the railroad lock, it has a permanent chain on it, which you could just cut. I mean, what's the deal with this? Well, the idea is just like a lot of things, like the trucking industry uses those aluminum kind of ball things on the back of their loads. Same thing with the trains. They would lock up whatever they were going to lock up. I think it kind of went on like this. And the key can't come out. Let me do that again. All right. Okay. All right. This is not working out too good. So basically, okay, it's locked right now, just like it would be on there. So it's something you could cut or smash, but the idea behind it is this is something that would be exposed to the weather a lot. So anybody, so you really can't have a small key either. You don't want something that's going to get a bunch of junk in it or get rusted. It's something that can go on the outside of a car and be exposed to the elements. It's just to keep, honest people honest. So you, like so, and then you would have access to this lock. Now listen to this. It's going to pop open. Pretty cool. And yeah, awesome. But yeah, that was kind of like how they had like temporary lock stuff up, like don't want anybody to get in there and steal the toys or whatever. All right, we got some more questions. Where do you get all your information on guns, rifles, and the likes? Okay, a lot of stuff isn't on the internet. A lot of stuff that's on the internet has been shaped and created by a lot of lore, which lore is historical theories or ideas like plastic guns are terrible, wood handles are better. It's generally like an older person that is rejecting newer technology. But ever since the internet came out, we have something that's called, in my opinion, it's like this modern day lore. And it's because you have two different gun communities. You have I can't say this. I can't really talk about this. So I'm sorry, I can't due to policy. I apologize. So if you get the idea, oh boy, that'd be a great video to do. Anyway, I can't do a live on it. So where do I get my information? My information comes from the owner's manuals that were originally printed when the gun was created. So a lot of these were written by the people that designed it. So it's just really cool. A lot of these, I mean, they'll go into everything like, here, I'll show you a picture of this. Like how to shoot, how to shoot on horseback, stuff like that. It was designed, like the people that designed these guns, like thought about this kind of stuff, like all kinds of crazy stuff, different positions of shooting, how to make targets for these things, all kinds of cool stuff, how to sight them in. It tells you everything. The military always really breaks stuff down. I'm an NDI inspector, I was, and the thing is, as an inspector, if we use a particular machine, we're going to go to school to learn how this machine is built. We're going to learn everything about the theory and everything. You're going to completely understand what this is, what it does, and how it does it. Inspecting is just not like grabbing one of those instruments and just turning it on, right? And that would work a lot of times. But the problem is as an inspector, you're inspecting things that are incredibly expensive. And there's no one that goes behind you. There's no one that says, I'm going to check his work. Other inspectors don't check each other's work. It just doesn't really work out too well. It's a one-person job. And it's kind of one of those jobs where you work all the way up to the top of your field, and that is what you're allowed to do. But the benefit to understanding how something works is its limitations. And so it's just very important to understand how the whole system works. Before you comment on certain things and get upset, you have to understand that there are, I hate being limited on what I can say. So I apologize again. These live videos are just very difficult. I apologize. And so I'll pick up books, and a lot of these books were my dad's also, and we'd sit around and talk about, these things. And, different tactics and how these different systems were actually utilized. Kind of like, because all this stuff isn't on the internet. Now, sometimes you can find it on the internet. So like once you find it on paperback, you can actually find it on the internet. But it was scanned so long ago, it's very difficult to actually read most of those things. For some reason, it's like they scanned them and then they just threw them out. So it's like, and this technology they use to scan a lot of these, government documents, it just looks horrible. I mean, with my eyes, I can't read a lot of them, but you can sure read the original. So that's a point that I wanted to make. So that's why these original manuals are getting really expensive, and they're really special. They're very special to have. Here's a book about one of our amendments, and it's about that one, and it tells about everything, like what the conversations were about it. It goes really into depth about that. So it's understanding your rights is very important. Also, the internet does not reflect what's in this book. It just doesn't, guys. Everything's just been altered and changed, and that's why perspective is everything. So like a younger guy is like trying to argue to me, and it's just like, man, that's not what I was taught. And some things just don't change. They just don't change. They get altered for a profit, especially here in America. Some things, get blown out of proportion, or people, protest and want this, and it's a big deal to them. But it's like, why is it a big deal? It's a big deal, but I bet you in like 10 years it really won't be. It's like, is that really a sword you want to die on? Certain things are important, though. If you can't defend yourself, that's a problem. So that's how I see it. Appreciate all the comments. Kind of rambling, kind of went off topic because I don't like to be limited on my talk. So it's very difficult. And the thing is YouTube is kind of promoted these kinds of videos. So I can't even talk about those types of videos. So that's why, guys, I'm trying to branch off into different things like this. I haven't done one on this lantern. And give me a thumbs up or a comment if you think this is a good idea. I've got a whole bunch of these lanterns, just tons of them. I used to collect them. I won't go into it. But yeah, I've collected a lot of things. I was kind of a dealer of different things. I've dealt in everything. So I collect, buy at a low price, sell. It's just a game that I've really enjoyed, and then I end up keeping some of the best. And so my collection, so I just have some really beautiful ones. This is an old Coleman, and boy, these are just beautiful. They don't make them like this no more at all. I mean, it's got the stamped stainless steel tank. It's just amazing, just beautiful, just beautiful. So that's why I'm trying to branch off into different things. I have a few sponsors that have contacted me, and so I'm trying to work with them. Some of them are Chinese websites. That might be a little bit controversial for some, but I'm here to tell you, I've traveled the whole world. I've been all over the world. I've lived everywhere. I've lived in many, many different places, and I've lived in places where you open up your wallet and you have like 3 different currencies in there, and which one you're going to use depends on what you're going to do, right? Like, are you taking the train, or are you bartering with somebody, or what's the exchange rate today? So that's a world that I'm very familiar with. Americans aren't. So that might be a world that's coming to us. I mean, we already have to kind of say to ourselves, credit or cash, right? We already have those situations. And some people say, I don't take cash. And other people say, I don't take credit. And now it's getting to the point where people only want, credit card or debit or some kind of card, beep. And it's really hard for people that, have horrible credit and they don't have access to all these fancy cards that we do. So it's really creating this environment where you've got a whole sector of our society in America that all they do is seek benefits the whole time, because that's all they have access to. Because they can't play the game, because just to play the game for them, they have to jump through all kinds of hoops just to get there. And that a lot of it's because of education, arrogance in some cases. People that have trouble with money or that are poor, in many cases, they're not dumb. They're not stupid people. In some cases, they're arrogant. They don't want to listen. Like, just what I said right there is just going to freaking piss them off. And it's, as somebody that just looks at numbers and money as it just is what it is, I don't get emotional about it. And people that have problems with money, they do get emotional about it, because it is emotional. I've had money problems, and it is very emotional. You can't even think. It's like you want to die inside. But just like, getting your homework done or anything else, there's a proper way of doing things. And there's a proper way of looking at your finances. And that's the service I offer. I mean, become a subscriber. I'll have you on my email list. I'll be able to contact you. I can help you guys out with a lot of stuff. I retired very, very young. And I held many, many different positions. I was flown all over the world to do inspections. I've been a radiation safety officer. I've been a mechanic. I've built things. I've worked on 8 different platforms of aircraft. I've inspected 17 different types of aircraft. I was qualified in 8 different types of inspection procedures. Now, and people hear inspector and they're like, oh, I could do that. Like, I can see, well, no, you really can't. I could show you 20 cracks visually, and I can guarantee that you guys aren't you're gonna mess up one of those. And the thing is there is no messing up. You have to get to that level where you have to, there's a whole, visual inspection is a whole class. There's a whole section on that. And if you don't understand that, I can give you some ideas of how to inspect things and how to look for cracks and how to see things like that to a degree. I can give you a YouTube short on it, but there's a lot more to it. And before you look at a master chief, a commander, an entire squadron that needs to deploy that aircraft to save some Marines, and you just told them that they can't fly it, you better know what you're talking about. That's the level that the inspectors are in the military. At any given time, there's only about 150 of us at one time. And that's not even fully deployable. I'd say there's probably 70 at any given time that are fully deployable, fully qualified. And when it comes to radiation safety officer level, you're looking at maybe five in the whole entire military. So, and the reason why is because the testing is very difficult. Radiation is controlled by our government. They're just not, you just can't go to college to go to RSO school or radiation school. It's like, hey, I'm going to USC for radiation school. No, you're not. You're not. You're going there to take x-rays or do some kind of medical stuff, but you're not going to be doing what I do. If you did, I'd see you there. And it's usually you're referred by your company in order to get that qualification. Because in order to have that qualification, you're going to be handling these radiation sources and you're going to understand them. All right. And then you're going to instruct and then you're going to understand all this stuff. When you walk into this class, they're going to have math formulas. And the cool thing about RSO school is they don't force you to memorize the math problems, which are extensive branch trained, mathematical formulas where you'll use every button on your scientific calculator doing these, right? But when you went through NDI school, you had to memorize those. So when you went in for the test, and every test includes math. So if you don't know math, you're not getting through it. Do you understand? And they do the same thing in RSO school. They'd have all the, paperwork section, and then the next section would be math. And people that weren't really good at math were getting through. That's a problem. So what they did is they mixed it up. So if you don't know the math, you're not going to pass any of the tests. So it's just one of those things where we need people like that. It's extremely stressful. Have I done it? Did I do it when I get out of the military? No. And that's another thing that I can help you with. What is your job currently, and do you want to continue doing that? If you do, fine. But if you want to get into more of an advisory role or find out how you can make money, because if you've done something for 20 years and you still do that particular job that you did at 20 years, why? Why are you doing that to yourself? Talk to someone like me that can look at your job, look at the skills that you have, and give you a career development board, and we can look at what you can do with those skills. Because longevity is the thing. You can't be a construction worker your entire life. You really can't. You can't be in the military your entire life. You have to transition. And that's why the military does transition you. They know this. They know how to utilize people. The civilian sector does not. You'll literally have people stuck at a, less than a petty officer, a third petty officer, second petty officer, and they will maintain that their entire civilian career. And all they needed is a shift in the way they look at things. A lot of people will be like, I ain't doing his job. I'm not doing my boss's job. What do you mean doing his job? He left for the day. Are you dumb? Do you know how to do his job? Does he really need to be here? Why don't you do... Some people want to be told what to do or fight the system. You cannot fight what people like. You know what people like? They like smart people. And they like people that when you walk back in from maybe going to an extended lunch, he's maybe written the eval or gotten it started, or he did something that you were supposed to do that you would have made up anyway, but you start to notice these things. Do you understand? And eventually I want to move up, but I can't really move up when I got to babysit, or I got to deal with an attitude problem, or I got to deal with somebody that's going to give me lip, or I don't want recognition. What do you mean you don't want recognition? Or this is how it works. I want to give you recognition because you're one of my guys. And that does help me out overall, yes. But dude, I developed you. When you walked into the shop, you didn't know nothing. I deserve something for that, right? So it's like a win-win for both of us. And just because you don't want recognition, well, guess what? The military wants me to recognize you. Or my job wants to recognize you. And I see this in the civilian world where people will fight recognition. Why? Or they feel that being your best advocate is an issue. Nobody else is going to fight for you guys. Nobody's going to be your cheerleader. Maybe your mom. Maybe. But we're all human. Do you understand? And so it's just really important to get yourself in the right frame of mind. And that's something I can offer. Like and subscribe. Try to get into the membership. $2.99 a month. What does that give you access to? I have stuff there all the time for sale. So I'll do member only videos. Once I get a following started there, I will be doing member only videos, and I will be basically auctioning off a lot of things. Not maybe this in particular or that in particular, but I've got too many things. They need to go, and I emotionally need to let them go, and I want to let them go to people that deserve it. Yeah, people that support this wonderful project. So that way I can put the money back into this project. I'm buying all kinds of different things like different lights and different things like that. I'm 50, I'm trying to maintain, you know, my health for you guys, and that's important also. So I wonder if anybody got a notice. Is anybody here listening? Let me see. I will bring up that nothing. We've got how many people? One person watching, which is probably myself. But that's okay. If you guys are watching this, it means you're an incredible fan. Thank you very much. Like and subscribe. Join the channel. If you've made it this far, you are a fan. That means you'll really enjoy my YouTube short content, which I always try to have a little lesson in there, whether or not people pick it up or not. I was taught a lot about guns from my father, and then I was also in the military, so I know all about those little modern guns. I know all about them modern guns, guys. Nothing new. Yep. I know all your tactics. All right. I know them all. Yeah, I think number one, this live right now, I'm just trying to get used to being live. I'm not too good at this. I don't know how the system really works. Like, I'm learning something right now. Like, I'm trying to watch myself on YouTube, and an advertisement pops up. So I can't really see what you guys see now. So it's like these little things I'm just trying to learn. And like I said, please like and subscribe. Share the channel. I know the YouTube shorts are entertaining. And I hope to get my live content up to speed, guys. I really do. I really, really do. All right. Oh, yeah. So the advertisement's still up there. This is just, yeah. But I guess I can see if the my voice came out this time. Because last time I did a video, my voice sounded horrible. So, all right. So that's kind of a little test. Give me a like and subscribe. Tell me how the sound was. And yeah, this didn't go as planned. That's all right. I feel so depressed. You guys are really going to like the YouTube short today, though. It's going to be incredible. You know what it's going to be about? I'm going to show you guys how to catch a fish with your bare hands. Yeah, it's amazing. You'll see it. It's going to be fun. Take care. Hasta la vista. I don't know how to turn this off. You know why? Hey, we got 2 people watching. That means there's somebody here. Who's here? Say something. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Hey, I can see. Okay, if you make a comment, I can see you. Who is it? Right here. I got my computer right here. Come on, guys. Here we go. Oh. Come on. Come on. Who is it? Come on. I got 2 watching. Who are you? Come on. Leave a message. Come on. Come on. I gotta say, how does the microphone sound? Come on. I'm right here. How's the microphone sound? I can see that you're watching me right now. I can see this. Who are you? Come on. Drink your coffee. Come on. I don't even know this thing is broadcasting. Come on, guys. I'm 50. Come on, help me out. Please. Please. So funny. All right, okay. Are you from Germany? I bet you're from Germany. I'm going to try chatting. Okay, here we go. I'm going to send you a chat right now. Here we go. I'm going to send you a wave. Here we go. Boom. There we go. There we go, guy. There we go. Boom. I'll do 25 push-ups. That's what I'll do. 25 push-ups per comment. I just need to tell me how the microphone sounds. Is it connecting good? Is it, what's the deal, guys? I have no idea. All right, so someone asked, how do you become a real man? I'm going to show you guys how you become a real man, okay? You do 25 push-ups is what you do. Okay. That's brutal. That's brutal, guys. Brutal. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Okay, so this is what I do every day. So it's not a long workout, guys. This isn't hard. Every day. Now, maybe this is good content. I do this every day. So I'm going to do 100 push-ups. I'm going to do 4 of those, what I just did. Not a big deal. It's easy. Sometimes, okay, I try. So, okay, because sometimes I can't get 25. Like, I'll probably have problems with my next one. Because, I mix it up. Because that's what I do. We mix it up a little bit. We make it more difficult. We go next level. We just don't do push-ups. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if you become a member, you get access. You get access to stuff like that. Butterfly knife. Just like that. Yeah. I got a butterfly knife if you want. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. See, we're at 15 right now. I got 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 5. Oh, man. See? Got 5 more. They get harder. Okay, bring it back down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, man, dude. Oh, dude. Brutal. I gotta take a little break. All right, dude. Check this out, guys. Check this out. All right. I'm getting no thumbs up. It's all right. Might be my wife. It's all right. I love my wife. She's incredible. My wife's an amazing person. Okay, so this is it. This is my morning routine. Now, what is the point of this video? This is the point of the video. I'm gonna kind of like divide it up. If there's something that interests you, thumb it up or tell me. And that way I can do maybe YouTube shorts on that or see what people are interested in. like my core guys, you know what I'm saying? Like, matter of fact, I'm not even gonna put a tag right here. If you've made it this far, I want your feedback. I want you to tell me what's going on. All right? You know, don't call me a narcissist, because that could be true, and that's dangerous. Yeah. Of course, I'm being sarcastic. Yeah. Okay, here we go. All right, that's it. Oh, man, come on, guys, come on. All right, normally I drink water, but I don't have any, so I'm drinking coffee because, you know, I'm all caffeine and exercise this morning. You know what we could do, though, is I need to resharpen my machete right quick. Oh, here she is. Okay, got my sharpener. And where are my knives? Okay, here's a good knife. This is my Kirkery. And I'm gonna zoom this in. I need a rest anyway, in between sets. And what we'll do, so you guys can see how to sharpen one of these bad boys. It's really not rocket science, guys. Because it has a kind of like a Scandi, you know, it's got a recessed edge here. Number one, it makes it very easy to clean the outside that way because you don't have to worry about the edge getting messed up, and you can just take like a sandpaper sponge and then it's just clean. So all your, just like that. See, now it's just faster. I mean, it's a user, but you don't want a bunch of, you know, crap on your knife, right? So you've got a DMT stone, and these are really great. Or you can flip it like a butterfly knife. Okay, whoops, not enough weight there. All right, so you have the male side and the red side. So it's basically, I think this is fine and this is like ultra fine or something. I can't remember. But I like the blue and the red. This is done by a company called DMT, Diamond Technology something or other. So typically you sharpen a knife like this. And you can do that, I guess. But it's kind of hard for people to do that. So that's why I recommend you can do both sides either like this, where you hold the blade like so and brace it. And then you can like kind of watch yourself do the work. You can, if you got light on it, you can see the shininess of it, see? So you can actually see what you're doing. Like, see how you got that crud right there? You can see yourself. You can actually just go back and forth. You can really see what you're doing. You can see if you're going off course. You can see if you're going too high or you're going too low. You can see if you're hitting the whole edge because it's getting shiny. The whole edge is getting shiny. See, I can see that I'm missing right there. So that means I'm sliding off too much. And when you're sliding off too much, you're actually creating a burr on the other side, dulling your tip, right? So that's stupid, right? So you want to be more conscious of lifting off this way. Not and destroying your blade. Lift off. See? Off. Off. Not this way, because you'll be destroying your tip. And that's pretty sharp, so that means I do pretty good. Flip it over. This side, just be careful not to cut your wrist. Same thing over here. You can go all the way to the top too. This side's good because it prevents you from actually tipping over and ruining your tip. See, I'm missing right there, right? See, I missed that. I'm missing that spot. So you can pinpoint that. And feather it in. Bam, baby. Whew. Sucker sharp as a dig doggity. Let's see what we got. Nice nick right there. Where is she at? I'm looking for my strop. Strop is a leather pad or piece of leather with some compound on it, usually green compound, polishing compound. Now you can see that shine on that blade, right? Good enough. Yeah, that's fantastic. I like to have a lanyard. A lanyard good enough to catch the knife, but not strong enough to remove my hand, like a paracord. So don't use paracord for that. Use a piece of leather. There's a reason why. You know, some old things don't change. So you see somebody with a paracord around their wrist, don't do that. That's a good way to lose your arm. Paracord is, what, 500-pound test? It's going to remove your wrist from your hand. So, all right, we got our next set. You think I forgot about that? I told you guys, stick with me here. Stick with me. All right. All right, so we got 25 left. Let me take a sip of my coffee. All right, here we go, guys. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, dude, that's brutal. That's brutal, guys. That's brutal. So, yeah, so when shooting videos, you're gonna need, that's right, blackout curtains. All right. Is that my wife watching me? Honey, this is my supportive wife that's watching my videos right now. I really appreciate that. She's got the morning off. This is what I'm assuming. This is a short Magic Rocks, the rocks that grow in water. This is a 1970s toy, absolutely incredible. If you ever want to spend a little time with your family, learning about science and exploring Grandpa's heritage. Yes, magic rocks. Magic rocks are a fantastic toy. Magic rocks. Magic rocks. Magic rocks. Magic rocks. Cold steel tomahawk. This sucker's sharp too. Cold steel is some fantastic. So you have an option of you can beat the person to death or tomahawk him. Just terrifying. Can you imagine that? Like flip around. Yeah, terrible, man. History is a terrible thing. Da-da-da. Yeah, I got one last set, and then I'm going to be wrapping this up because I really want to start that YouTube short, guys. You guys are quiet. My wife's quiet. She's not saying nothing. That's all right. I'll probably put this video to private after I watch it by myself. You know, cry in my sorrow, my lack of live YouTuber interest. It's sad, really. I feel sad. All right, here we go. This sad guy is gonna do 25 more. Okay, I don't know if I can do this one. This one's pretty hard. Okay, here we go. 14. Oh, man. Oh, dude. Oh, I can't give up, dude. 15. 16. Oh, that didn't count. Okay, we're at 16, guys. 17. 18. 19. And 20. 21. 22. 23. 24. Oh. I'm done. Brutal. Jeez, guys. And that's it. That's my workout for the day. And I might do a few curls. But yeah, that's it. That's it. Oh, man, dude. That is brutal. Because hot in here, too. So my body fighting the temperature. But that's all right. That's how you roll. That's how you gotta get used to temperature change. Life ain't always like that, you know? Oh, yeah. All right. So then I'll do a few of these. I'll kind of like this. 2. If you do something like this every day, which is like, what, a 30-minute workout during like a second hustle, right? Let's say you're trying to sell something on eBay, and in between sitting on your ass at your desk, just get up and do a few of these. You know, yeah, it makes all the difference in the world in your life, man. Oh, man. Oh, it's brutal. I wonder if you can hear myself. Let me check my sound, guys. Okay. Boop, boop. Check my sound, guys. Ooh, it sounds good. Oh, yeah. Boop, boop. Ooh, it sounds good. Oh, yeah. Cool, cool. Sounds good, guys, right? All right, so if it really gets hot in here, I just bust open the curtain. Turn on my fan. Yeah, I got bars on those windows though, so never want to have a fire in here. Kind of hard to get out. All right. Here we go. And so I only do like 2 sets of these. I did 1 curls, now I'm just doing a forearm blaster here real quick. That's it. Oh, I lost my 1 watcher. All right. It's all right. Okay, that's it. That's it. That's what I do. That's what the old guy does. Man, that is some brutal stuff, dude. All right, that's it, guys. It's time for the show to end. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. So I'm gonna produce that YouTube short. I think you guys are gonna like it. Taking a break from gun videos and other videos like that today, and doing a little bit step in the back. Do 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 do